I realize my head is somewhat cut off in this video, but I want you to see the item, and that's the only way I could really do this. The idea to buy this came to me when I was on the Galen Leather site, and I have talked about Galen Leather before, and here's their logo. You can go to their website and see what they've got. They have an item on their site called the Writer's Medic Bag. And it is designed with this bag as its inspiration. Well, I really liked it, but I like vintage, and I looked at the writer's bag. I'm not really somebody who keeps a journal and does a lot of writing, so it really wasn't going to be something that I could use. And so I have seen the Swiss Army medic bag or first aid bag many times before, and always sort of swooned over it. Went and started looking at them, and found this one on eBay. The price was very reasonable. It was shipped all the way from Austria. It came to me fairly quickly. I waited around a week and a half to 2 weeks for it. The guy who sold it to me was very nice, very easy to communicate with, and I told him to remove the thermometer and anything liquid from it and just send the rest of it to me. I didn't want to risk the mercury in the thermometer breaking. So if you buy one of these that still has the first aid supplies in it, you might want to ask the owner not to send certain items. So what is this exactly? It's a military thing. Swiss have made some really quality leather goods that have been used by the military for years and years and years. And this is one of them. And it's just got such a cool design. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull it off. There's a Chicago screw here on the top, and it opens up. Now, at first I thought it was supposed to lay flat. I don't think it is. I think it's supposed to be hung from something, and then it would have all the medical supplies you needed. There were scissors, there was gauze, a thermometer, different stuff. Anyway, when it's hanging like this, you can get to everything, and you can set your stuff in here, and this becomes like a little table, a little platform. And I'm going to insert some pictures, and you can see how I'm using it. And this is my pricing toolbox for my antique booth. Whenever I would go to price things at the antique booth, I always was putting supplies everywhere, and then I would leave them there. Maybe I'd leave a tape there or a pin there, or I couldn't find it. So I have used this, and it worked great. And I just kept throwing my supplies in the middle until I was all done, and then I packed it up. I have added a short leather strap so that I can hang it from something in my booth space, and it just hangs like that. It hangs like that. Now, you might think that's not very convenient, but it really is. So let's say I have my 2 pins here, and I'm marking prices, and I just throw my pins down there. They stay in that platform area because of this lip here in the front. So some of these containers I added, and some of them came with the bag. This one here came with the bag. I decorated it with some pretty paper, but what I keep in here are twist ties, and I use these a lot. This container came with it, and it was plastic, and it was blue, and I thought it was ugly, so I just covered it up with some washi tape and some paper, and it keeps just various things. I've got a screwdriver, folding pliers, clips, just some hardware things that I might need when I'm working my space. And I can add to it. There's plenty of room. I have this cute little thing, which I found at a flea market a few weeks ago. It's a bank, metal bank, and inside of it are all of my general price marking tools. So I have blank price tags, some string, some stamps, logo stamp, and tape. And that fits real nice in there. So the goal with this is to keep everything organized so I know where to get things. Over here I have a stamp pad, stamp my logo onto all my price tags so I don't have to write it each time. This slot back here is perfect for a pair of scissors and a hole punch. And in here I have a notebook. I picked this notebook up at some garage sale, and inside of it are more pricing tools. There's some plastic bags, some business cards, some paper tags, post-it notes, different things, other things I might need when I'm pricing. And that fits in there. And then the scissors fit like that. Okay. When this is hanging, the things just, if they start to slide forward, they just get stopped by this piece here, which has a metal reinforcement bar in it. The other thing that's nice is in the lid, and this is meant for scissors and other supplies, it's perfect for pens and pencils. So if I need pens and pencils, extra ones, that's there. This slot in here, which actually has a cover for it, is where the thermometer was, and both my pens fit in there upright. And so I have my black Sharpie and my red Sharpie. Then I just took this little flap and folded it backwards, and it's out of the way. So that's the basics of what I need when I'm at my booth and I'm doing price marking. Now there are times when I need to take my drill and powered screwdriver and things like that, and those are more toolbox things. These are more my office supplies. Isn't that just a cool bag? So when you're done with it, put everything back where it goes. And now you can, if you want, snap these in place. You don't really have to. When you close this lid, it secures everything down, and then the lid goes. So I never even bother with snapping those sides, but they can be snapped if you need them to be snapped. And then there it is. It holds it all. And I actually like the short strap for carrying, because I'm usually just walking into the antique mall and walking out. And so this one measures about 10 by 7 by 3. And if you don't want to get a vintage one, go look at Galen Leather and look at their Rider's Medic bag. And it's a modified version of this, much lighter weight, really made for riders to use. Most of the time when you find these, they are not in America. They have to be shipped. This one came from Austria, and check it out. It's a pretty cool design. This is the Swiss Medic or Swiss First Aid bag, and you can find these on eBay and Etsy. Y'all have a great day.